Cook what in bacon?
The hash brown.
Why?
I was thinking butter for like a lighter flavor. Because we're already eating bacon and sausage. I don't want everything tasting like bacon and sausage. You know what I mean?
That's sacrilege, and we're live, by the way. I didn't. This thing, sometimes you press the dang button and it just freaking goes, you know? Well, hell.
I don't know where my phone's at.
Hey, Humble, how's it going? Herman, what's up, man? We are gonna
Good morning, Humble. Good morning, Herman.
another late start to breakfast, but oh well. I haven't even had coffee yet.
OTG. How's it going this morning, buddy? What's your new name?
What's your?
Oh, I'm not saying that name.
What is it?
Look at it.
I can't see it on this because
It's AG.
oh, okay,
Yeah.
AG, just AG for short. We'll just AG them for short.
I like OTG. I'm just gonna call you OTG if that's cool.
That's cool.
That's how I know you as, so. That's awesome, Humble. Good luck. I hope you find
Hey,
a lot of gold.
panning for some pay dirt, huh? Panning some pay dirt. Oh, yeah, nice,
That'd
nice.
be so much fun. I wish I could do that. We don't live near any mountains.
Go outside.
I mean, we do, but they're like sandstone, apparently.
Excuse me. There is a gold deposit. There's gold in the Guadalupe Mountains.
Yeah, I'm assuming from that story I told. Remember that story I
No,
put that video
no,
on?
some placer gold in the water up there. Oh, this bacon's.
I think I will,
sucks,
Humble.
man.
That's on like the to-do list, the bucket list. Actually, I have panned for gold with my grandfather in Arizona a long time ago. But I was a little.
She's a wee little lass. What the hell kind of. God, man. We're not doing too good on the bacon. This shit's paper thin.
Well, we got that big old thick expensive one in the freezer. If we would have just remembered to take it out last night.
Oh, you know what I haven't had yet? Coffee. You were asking me why I was cranky? Holy smokes, man. Really didn't do good on the bacon this morning.
I mean, you're usually real picky about that kind of thing.
Well, you know what? It's because the price went up on the thick cut. That thick cut bacon that they have.
You've been getting bad bacon lately.
I have. It sucks. I'm irritated by it.
Just FYI, I did not shop that bacon. He did.
I did. And for reals, I tried to go cheap. I tried to go cheap
We can tell.
because the price of bacon went up. So I tried to go, and it went up. It went up by 50 cents.
Oh wow, OTG, that sounds amazing.
So this is punishment for trying to save 50 cents on a pack of bacon.
Yeah, you get what you pay for. You ever heard that saying?
I'm a cheap ass, and now it's biting me in the ass.
Now it's biting you in the ass.
Yeah, Humble, I know. You just can't. You can't go. God, I should have known better. I should have known better. But you know, sometimes
You don't know better.
you just get an idea in your head, and you're like, "Oh shit, I'll save 50 cents on a pack of bacon."
He would buy something if there was a 2-cent difference. You can't. You're right, Humble. You can't go cheap on bacon. Yeah, for sure. Like, get what you pay for. End of story. What's everybody else having for breakfast or lunch? I don't know what time it is where y'all are at.
Coffee.
Yeah, for sure, Humble. I mean, we stack, but I mean, he has to work 2 jobs, so.
What's that?
He said, I feel you sometimes you can only stack what you can where you can, LOL.
Yeah, well, saving on. I really didn't. I really didn't need to go cheap though. But I was just thinking, I was like,
Stacking bacon, yeah. I know what you meant. I'm just saying, like, we're a one-income family, so, I mean, in order for us to be able to stack, he has to work the 2nd job. So, buying bacon, like, he looks for, like, he looks for any chance he gets to save on money.
bah!
And this is the outcome.
The great thing about bacon is that you can't ever really
I'm
go
going to
wrong.
show y'all the bacon I had in the freezer. The one that I purchased.
The good thing about bacon is you
Hey,
can never really go wrong with
Do you
it.
know why this is freezing right here? This is all frozen.
Yeah, because you need to rotate the ice out of it. That's why.
Oh,
No, don't shake it. Just
I'm just trying to get this ice out of there.
I'll just pull it off today. We really should be taking more advantage of this RO system we have.
Okay, this is the bacon that I bought. Look at that thickness. Compared to what he's got over there in the pan.
It's all right.
We just forgot to take it out of the freezer, so.
What? We'll have that bacon next week.
You're a one-income family too, Humble, so you get it. You said you had a big ball for work last night. I don't know what you do for work. Can you explain, please?
A what?
A big ball.
I'll tell you what.
Neil has 4 jobs. They're all covers for his CIA, his real profession, CIA, Navy SEAL.
I'm honestly thinking about going and applying at Twin Peaks and becoming a server. Because I bet you they make good tips.
Good luck. There are a whole bunch of women are going in there. Well, I don't know. I don't think any GAY guys go there. So you wouldn't be getting tips from them.
Oh, they had a big gathering with tuxedos. They had a ball, a big ball.
Give me
They had a big ball.
shredder, please.
Well, okay, you need a plate to do that on.
We had a big gathering with tuxedos and shit. Ah, okay. Like
Like
a
a
ball, like a
black tie
the
affair.
black tie affair. That's what I was trying to say. Yeah, formal affair. Yes, yes. Well, was that fun? What do you do for a living, Humble? If you don't mind me asking.
Miss Nosy.
Well, I mean, you don't have to tell me. I'm sorry.
Listen. Uh-oh.
I'm nosy. Forgive me. So I'm shredding some potatoes, y'all. That's what the sound is. I hate doing this. Oh, you know what? You did tell us that, Humble. I'm such an idiot. I ash time. You're right. Okay. Okay. Discount tire. Oh, okay. So he's your rival.
Oh, yeah, he works at the tire place.
You know what? I gotta say, I gotta hand it to Discount Tire. They took care of us awesome when we were in San Angelo, and my mom's tire had a screw in it. We were on our way to San Antonio, and the next morning we showed up there, like, as soon as they opened, and, like, they got us in and helped us and got us out of there fast. So I gotta hand it to Discount Tire in San Angelo.
You know what? The funny thing is that they could have called the company that I worked for, and we would have had a service truck out there in about an hour to fix it.
Well, we didn't know that. Did they have a store in San Angelo?
No, but their service trucks would go all the way out there.
Oh, yeah. Well, my mom did have to buy a $500 tire because she has one of those new Suburbans, so the tire was not cheap. But they hooked us up. They got us in and out. They were polite. We had already went to 2 shops. We had went to, I can't remember. We pulled up. It was in the afternoon, and the shop told us, pardon you?
It's not working anyways. So continue. You had a flat tire.
We had already went to, we'd gotten to San Angelo about 5 o'clock, and we went to we pulled up to one tire shop. The manager came out and said, we're too busy, we can't help you. Went to Walmart. Walmart said they could do it for us. Waited at Walmart for 2 hours. Finally went and asked about the car, and they said, nobody told you? We don't have the tool. Do you have the tool to get the tire off? Mom didn't have the tool, so anyway, my point of the story is Discount Tire was the only one that helped us, and they were awesome, so that was my story.
By tool, she means...
That was my boring story about
by tool, she means the lug nut key. That's what she means. That was the tool she needed. I can't see this because this thing doesn't work.
You want me to get out of the way?
No, you're not in the way.
Yeah, the wheel lock key.
Yeah.
But they were so rude at Walmart. Like, they weren't even, like, I never saw them even try to pull up for a car. I saw a guy walk out to the car and do something, and then it was crazy. I don't know. Walmart, hey, let me tell you something. I may like ordering silver from Walmart, but I sure don't like going to their tires or their oil change place. But weren't they rude to you one time? Weren't they, like, hateful to you?
Well, I almost got in a fight with their manager.
Yeah.
Their little Walmart manager. Because, and it turns out that they just overfilled the
Yeah, they messed it up.
they overfilled the oil, and it leaked all over, and there's a little valley in there on top of the motor that pulled up, and when I would turn, it would leak out. What? Yeah, man, I don't know.
Well, my mom's was $500 at Discount Tire.
I don't know. I guess I'm not a big fan of those. Like, I like the Suburbans, but
I looked up a 2020, I can't remember if it was a 25 or 26 black, fully loaded Cadillac Escalade. It was $126,000.
yeah, that's out there. That's no bueno. Herman, how's those quails doing? See, I don't know what it is with this thing. Like, the chat don't work.
My arm's getting tired. Let me know if these are worth it.
I don't like hash browns as much as you do, so that's all you.
Some of the kids like them. That's why. All right, that was the last one.
I can't see the chat on here because this thing won't, the internet connection won't grab on this.
Yeah, Humble. I think she got like a really good brand, like a name brand one.
Well, I think tires suck. All the way around. Tires suck. When you have to deal with tire-related issues all day long, it
You don't
doesn't
want to
matter.
talk about tires.
If it doesn't matter if it's $100 tire or $1,000 tire, they all suck. And when you got somebody comes in with a million questions about tires, and you're just like, go away, Cuban dude. We can't help you if you can't understand. We can't help you if you can't understand that your tires need to be round. Oh, I need to have an alignment done on my truck. Okay, what's the problem? Well, it's shaking. Okay, well, the alignment's not gonna fix the shake. Okay, do the alignment anyways. 2 hours
So
later.
the alignment comes back two hours
Two
later.
hours later, they come back and they're like, hey, my truck's still shaking. Well, no shit, we told you it was going to.
Ah, no, Humble, that's funny. Yeah, I bet.
You should have said something.
I didn't know. I don't ever drink. I only drink coffee on Sunday. That's it. Let me see if my mom. I'm just letting her know that we don't have any. I think we do have creams. Like actual cream. Yeah, have you ever had creamer in it? Like whipping cream?
Yeah, I've had whooping cream. I've had all kinds of cream in my coffee. This cheap ass bacon is gonna come out more like bacon bits. See that? Oh my God, that's awful.
One of these days, we're gonna do something different for our live on Sunday.
I was gonna buy some cross-cut rib, cross-cut ribs. Kind of a little bit on the thick side for breakfast, but
Little bacon crisp.
them shits were expensive. You know what I mean?
I do know what you mean.
Anyhow, anybody get anything new this week or this weekend? Any new medals?
I think the next thing I'm gonna try to get is that another one of those onks from Herman.
From Herman?
Yeah.
Save
Herman, I do still want them onks, just FYI.
save
Like
your
I
beans.
said, if you have to get rid of them before then, or want, have somebody else that wants them, that's fine. I totally understand. But if you still have them, I'm gonna want those.
Save your beans.
So give me like, I don't know, a week or two, and I'm gonna see if I can come up with it. Better turn that grease off, baby.
Save your beans. Nice brand new pan.
That's awesome, Humble. Do you order the pay dirt online, or do you like?
No, he goes up there and gets it
Oh,
himself.
you go out and get it in the mountains. Telling y'all, if we ever
Moved out of Texas.
if we ever came across some prosperity, like unsuspected, unexpected, no, I don't know why I said unsuspected, unexpected abundance, I would definitely want to get out of this place where we're at now. I just want to move where there's some mountains. I want to, instead of walking out and smelling natural gas, I want to walk out in oil. I want to walk out and smell mountain air.
Natural gas. Yeah, natural gas.
How's it online? Is it pretty good stuff? Or does it just depend where you get it from? That pan's getting super hot.
You know when I said don't shred the potatoes on the cutting board?
I thought you gave it to me for that.
No, I said don't shred I moved it.
Sorry, I did not hear you. Do you need me to go get another one?
No, I can do
one.
this right here, just
Okay.
like this. Watch. The pan is getting hot, but
Oh, you know the vendors? Oh, great. So, kind of like with our LCS, we're good friends with him, so we can trust him. It's good when you know people. I don't think we have anybody in here but Humble, honestly.
possibility.
I think everybody is busy. I think we're starting to get boring or something.
Ooh, that's hot. I don't know what the hell. Well,
Is
we're just
anybody
not
else
in
in
the
here?
we're just not in the algorithm like we used to be.
Anybody else in here? Humble's awesome for hanging in there with us. The bacon is really loud, he says.
The bacon is really loud, and I turned it down. There's a lot of
That's probably why
Bad
nobody
in it.
laughed. They couldn't hear.
no. It's loud, but it's a good sound.
It's a yummy sound. Oh,
Humble, I've been thinking about something, and I think I found a little something I want to send you. I found it in the stack. I was looking through there the other day, and I came across a piece, and I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna send him that.
you can smell it through the phone. I mean,
So,
even though it is crappy bacon, it still smells good.
see, what's the deal with these pans, man? And don't use all that, please. Look, we're supposed to squeeze the juices out of them. Did you know that? But why is this pan all lopsided already? Maybe it's just that deal. I don't know.
Oh, he's gonna send you something, Humble. Yes, he does have to send me something. You're awesome for hanging in there with us this morning. I wonder what Transit and LJ are.
Well, we got 9 watching. You know, because there's one thing, there's a lot of things I miss about the Pacific Northwest. But one of the things that I really miss is when you're out in the mountains and the weather's changing and the elk rutting season's getting ready to kick off. And you can just go out there and you wake up in the mornings and it's nice and cool outside. Smell the pine trees and you listen to those bull elk start bugling. Oh, well, that screams freedom. That's like, if you want to feel freedom, just be out there and hear that. And you'll be like, this is what freedom is, you know?
I bet, Humble. I'm telling you, we wake up in the morning and you walk outside and you just smell oil and gas here. Just smell money. Humble, are you like showing your little girls how to pan and stuff? Do they like to help you do that? Our daughters are almost 10. They'll be 10 in August. That's cool. I know my daughters would love doing that. They would love doing that. Especially, in particular, one of them would love doing that. You know who I'm talking about. Madison.
Yeah.
She would love doing that. I think it would be really fun to do with your kids. I once fought off a bull elk, a mountain lion, and a Western American rhinoceros with my bare hands. Oh, you have a Madison too. Oh, that's cool. You spell it like we spell it too.
Who said that?
Humble, you got Madison.
No, A.
OTG, yeah. OTG, you're crazy.
You know what's crazy
That's some pretty brute strength, buddy. What
I
are
know
you,
what's crazy
reptilian?
is this pan.
Are you a shapeshifter? Oh, I love those names. I love it. I thought of Chloe for one of my girls, but Mr. West Texas wanted to name them Annabelle and Isabel. And I don't like that name Annabelle. It just gives me creep vibes. I don't know why. So then I wanted Madeline and Olivia, and he didn't like Madeline and Olivia. So then we finally agreed on Madison and Macy. So, but I love those names. Those are adorable. How old are they? I know this is 10.
AG, OTG, you fought them off with your bare hands. But could you do it while skydiving?
Or pulling the net.
Good
morning, Gold Aztec.
Gold Aztec, good morning. Hey, and quit picking on old Neil Hahn's dynasty, man. He's the platinum ninja now. He is the platinum ninja. You know why he's calling himself the platinum ninja now, right?
Why?
Well, ninjas are supposed to be stealthy and unseen, just like a stack of platinum.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool, hon. But okay, so you got two teenagers. Wow. Wow. I'm not looking forward to having two teenage girls. Good morning, 210. How are you?
Um, wow, that happened way faster than I thought.
I know, but it took them good. Look. They almost burned though. Yeah, so I'm not looking forward to that. I do have a teenager, a boy. He's 14. He just turned 14.
Well, and you also got a teenager that's 25.
And I've got a 25-year-old teenager.
Oh, man.
Okay, Gold Aztec, those are actually fresh. I peeled the potatoes and
Shredded
them on a grater. And then Mr. West Texas, he squeezed all the water out of them.
Not all of them. I ain't that strong.
Well, most of the water out of them. And then he just put some olive oil in the pan and just threw them in there. And we just got that pan, so that's a brand new pan.
I don't like it.
Yeah, it's one of those Pioneer women too. So that's supposed to be a pretty decent brand.
Well, it's a Walmart brand. That's for
So
damn sure.
I know a lady that used to make them. She was a friend of mine, and she would put onions in them, and oh my God, they were good. They were good with onions too.
Somebody said something last week about that.
Yeah, you
putting
put
some in it.
put
Onion
onion.
and egg, like an egg is
I
a
don't know about-
binder. I don't know.
I don't know about egg, but onion, oh my God, it gives it so much more flavor. Yeah, we should only buy iron pans. And I'm also, honestly,
That's ceramic, so it's not Teflon. It's ceramic, but it's cheap.
honestly want to get rid of. Me and Mr. West Texas were talking this morning about getting rid of the microwave. Whoa. Whoa.
So, can anybody tell me anything about this little gem right here that I picked up yesterday? I looked it up on all Engelhard.
That's cool, Herman. I don't know if you heard me, but I was just saying that I was gonna buy your onks if you still have them in a couple weeks. So just you got to get rid of them. I understand, but if you still got them, I'll have Mr. West Texas get with you.
We're supposed to be planning dinner with them at some point.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
OTD says he feels like he's seen other channels talk about it.
It's
Did you read his comment?
It's 4.75 ounces, so it's not a full 5-ounce bar. But I thought it was pretty cool. So 210. The only thing I can tell you, yeah. I've posted a picture of it on Facebook, and I've had people already asking me if it's for sale. It's just one of those things. I looked it up on all Engelhard, and I think it said that there was less than 100 minted or
Yeah, it's definitely
something.
vintage. Yeah, he's like starting to get more into the vintage stuff.
well, the vintage bars anyway. The vintage rounds, I don't know.
Gold Aztec says send it his way to get a better look at it.
Now, y'all want to talk about some seriously awesome vintage bars? Herman has got some
I know. Remember that picture?
kick butt vintage bars.
Remember the ones he was gonna melt down? We were like, no, don't melt
Well, no,
down.
those weren't these ones. These
No,
ones
but I
were-
mean, just the ones he was gonna melt down were like nice, you know, like they were cool. Is what I meant. So I'm sure he's got pretty awesome ones. You love your vintage silver, yeah. It's neat. It's cool, especially when you have one of like 25, you know, that were ever made. So, yeah. No, Herman, it's what, how many ounces?
4.75.
4.75. I want to get some more platinum too.
That's funny you say that because I wanted the little platinum, that little 1/10 platinum that I have. I want to go trade it. Ah, damn it! Why did I let go? Kill it.
Okay.
It's a
Is that
mosquito.
God, it's huge. Look, the size of a car. Hi, OBS. Good morning. How are you?
I wanted to trade that platinum in for. What the hell is that?
Herman says I found a 10 ounce on eBay for $1,899.
What? That's wild. So that's 5 ounces. So cut it in half.
You gonna buy platinum again in 2 weeks? You gonna get an ounce of it, OTG? Oh, you got a platinum bar, Humble? That's cool. I'd like to get a 1 gram bar. Was that what's 1 gram of platinum?
About $50.
About $50? That's not bad.
Online.
I could afford that.
Well,
A 1/2 ounce Eagle. Oh, right on, right on.
I wouldn't mind getting a.
That's nice.
I don't know. I'm thinking about just trading that platinum that I have, putting it towards another, like putting it towards a 1/4 ounce of gold. That's just my thoughts.
Oh, you paid
On that.
He paid $45. He got it on Whatnot. He said.
Yeah, whatnot.
I'm gonna look into that Whatnot because I have some stuff I want to sell.
Like this pan straight from the 1960s. This here's a vintage pan. You can tell that it's vintage just by looking at it.
I have a lot of vintage stuff. I do.
Holy crap. Why do we, and it's clean. This is that's just the patina.
Hi, Transit. Good morning, bud. Pure metals? What does everyone think about pure metals? That is a 3rd generation pan LBS, but more than likely we got it at a estate sale. It's probably not a family heirloom. Although I did get a rolling pin that's a family heirloom and a creepy doll.
Oh, who's asking about pure metals? Who's asking about pure metals? Well, who asked about pure metals?
OTG.
Oh, okay.
I like vintage stuff. I think it's cool. Some of it's well made.
Well, pure metals, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what to think of that.
What's pure metals? Is that a...
Well, it's a startup where these people are trying to start up, and I don't know. He's live with these guys sometimes. I never catch his name, but he's trying to do a startup where people like in the YouTube community can sell silver,
that's
kind of
cool.
like peer to peer,
Yeah.
pure metals.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I don't know. The concept is good, but you know,
Okay. That's nice. That's great.
I think though that it could cause some rift in the community. But you know, they're supposed to have, and that's been brought up before. That's been brought up on some of these live streams before. And they said that they're going to combat that.
Whenever you're done making whatever you're making, I gotta mix the pancake batter.
Yeah. Well, you can do that right here, right? But yeah, because
Is Nash the person that started it? Everybody's talking about Nash.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because, the only reason why I say that is because
Poor Nash, you need to get some rest, I guess, right? Oh, there's a squirrel.
say somebody posts something on it and they have it priced at a, they just have it priced at more than maybe somebody else feels like it should be. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is a lot of work, I'm sure. I'm sure he's tired. He's probably exhausted. I mean, I don't know who that is, but it sounds like he needs a break. What is this, a shirt?
A shirt. I buy my underwear at Kmart. But, hey, maybe it'll take off. Maybe it'll be awesome, I don't know. I can't say one way or another. But it sounds like it's a good concept. You just need to kind of work out the bugs and kind of, it's going to be, honestly, it's going to have to be something that's going to be policed, especially amongst the community, because you don't want it turning into some sort of fucking Facebook marketplace, Oh, sorry, did I say the F word?
Yes.
Gosh darn it. I don't know how it is when people say the F word, they say, pardon my French. The F word is a purely American word.
Why do all countries say it? I've heard a lot of foreigners say it.
They got it from us, that's why. Ooh, clank, clank, clank.
Sorry for the loud, y'all.
OTG. Well, no, it's because, if you guys have ever, and I know we're all supposed to be all top secret agents here of the metal community, but if you guys have ever been on Facebook and do that, you go to those silver and gold forums and all that, it's just asinine what these people, it's a place for scams, that's all. And then you try calling somebody out on it, and they get all shitty with you. Talking about how you're the scammer. You're the one that's... And then you try telling them...
LBS, I know. He makes enough for, like, an army. And we don't ever eat a lot of it.
I do.
He said, LBS said, save some pigs for the rest of us. Are those maple sausages?
No, I don't think so. I think they're just regular sausages.
I do not like those little sausages like that. I don't
Oh, don't be bullshitting. You like little sausage.
Hi, good morning, Scott Metal Racing. Okay, have a good day. Thanks for stopping in, bud.
Who's that?
Transit sausage. Obia says she likes you, so yeah, I think that's what he meant. Little does he know. Who said I like it?
God.
Just kidding. You're selling yourself short, Mr. West Texas.
Oh, I don't know if I should take that as a compliment.
No pun intended. Anyway, y'all, sorry. Just funny.
So, yeah, that's it. I picked up that bar of silver and a 10th ounce gold maple.
Oh, DG. No, humble, we're just messing around. If you can't laugh at yourself, then who can you laugh at? Sometimes, LBS. Here and there, he'll get a little peck on the cheek. Let's see. Measuring cup.
Boy, Walmart was wild this morning.
Was it?
Yeah.
It was busy?
It was kind of busy, and we had there was some banditos in there.
Hope your hash browns come out awesome. Gold Aztec.
Later, Gold Aztec. There was some banditos in there
Really?
this morning, yeah.
Getting their bike riding and starting out early.
So they were getting breakfast stuff. Yeah. So, I guess I guess I can talk about it. They don't know who I am.
Who?
So, years ago, there was this MC here, and they were called the Cossacks. They were pretty rough. They were pretty rough individuals.
Hi, Johnny. Good morning.
Johnny, hi there. So the Cossacks that were here in the Permian Basin, they were kind of rough. You know, they didn't really. Yeah, they were. Anyhow,
I probably should have just did this quick.
the banditos rolled into town, and they run them out. So now we don't have Cossacks anymore. We have banditos. And that's kind of scary too. You know that?
I don't know, I'm not talking about any games, sorry.
Well, I'm not talking bad about any gangs. I'm just saying that they're here.
I know. I don't know anything about them though.
Well, the Banditos are a pretty big organization, and
I know who the Banditos are, but I thought they were just a bunch of guys that like to get on their motorcycles and run around together.
yeah, and do all kinds of great things for the community.
Should I double this?
How many people we got coming over?
This only makes 6 pancakes, just 2. But I mean, there's 5 of us, so
Yeah.
that's 7 people, and this only makes 6.
LBS, I just got done cooking the bacon.
Hi, B and Becky. Good morning, dear. Yeah, he already made his bacon, and his bacon was not very good. Hey, Cartier. Good morning.
Hey, but it looks good.
How are you?
Look what I got going so far. Huh? Yeah. That's bad eggs.
Right? And then some ribeyes after that, humble.
I was looking at some.
I
and
knew it. I was
like,
thinking, I bet he's in there looking at steaks or something. 2 teaspoons of baking powder.
and I can too. I can walk around that steak aisle. Oh, I'm making a mess on the stove. Oh, yeah. I can walk down that steak aisle and spend a good 30, 40 minutes there.
I know. That's what we were just talking about, being Becky, because he got like some paper thin bacon trying to save 50 cents.
Yeah.
I'm not a big breakfast person, really, but I do like tea on Sundays. 2 tablespoons of that.
I love breakfast. There's these knuckleheads out there nowadays trying to say that bacon isn't the most important meal of the day. Well, I'd like to find out who these people are and
You're the
give
bacon
them
king, huh?
give them a good stern talking to, trying to.
You're known as the bacon king.
Well, you know who it is, right? These people that are trying to say that bacon is not important. It's these same people that are saying that are PETA and whatnot.
Can you give me a mixer?
There's people that eat tasty animals. They don't know any better.
That's what I was saying, LBS. Like, why does all this stuff that's so bad for us always have to taste like so good?
Well, who says breakfast is bad for
Well,
us?
he said greasy goodness.
Oh yeah.
Greasy food's good. I mean, it just is.
Well, they're starting to say that greasy food's better than other greasy food. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look, Transit, I got something to show you.
Anybody else making bacon this morning or had bacon already?
Oh, look, don't mind my dirty fingernails. This sucker. Look at that.
I'm going to clean out your nails. I'm going to get that grease out of them. I'm going to do that today, as a matter of fact.
A little 1/10 gold maple. And you know what? I was going to buy a little 1/10 gold Philharmonic. Maybe next week. And I do believe that 1/10 Philharmonic that was in there, I happen to know the previous owner to that coin. Anyhow, tips at the old Pizza Hut, as much as people. Oh yeah, yeah. So true, Herman. And that's kind of one of the things that me and Miss West Texas were talking about this morning. We sometimes we wake up in the mornings and we have the darndest conversations about shit. So we woke up, we were just kind of laying there, and we started talking about microwaves. Right? That's our pillow talk. Microwaves.
That's how you know we're fat.
So we start talking about microwaves and how certain things weren't around, or there might not have been as many cases as now that there's a lot of microwaves. Everybody uses a microwave for anything. We're literally eating radiated food. Right?
Because he made a good point. He said cancer rates were so much low. Oh, sorry.
Just say.
Rates were so much lower when before microwaves.
Before microwaves. And now we're eating radiation.
I try not to use one, LBS. Sometimes I just have to, but I try not to. Yeah, I think we're about to get rid of this one, actually, because my kids use it a lot, and I don't like that.
Well, and plus the type of food you prepare in a microwave.
I know. It's not going to be.
It's not good anyway.
We warm up food in it, though, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but you can warm up. I see guys at work I see guys at work that we'll be drinking our coffee out of a styrofoam cup, and then they'll put the dang coffee will go cold, and they'll put the dang coffee cup in the microwave for 30 seconds, and it's like, think about all the crap you just released into that from a styrofoam cup. I paid $370.
LBS, yeah, we have an air fryer. The only thing about that is they're starting to say that what is it called? The stuff pans are made out of.
Teflon?
That a lot of them have Teflon linings, and they say Teflon's not good for you. So now they're saying even the air fryers are no good for you. But we do have one. I love using my air fryer. I use that more than the microwave, that's for sure. Wes, did you pay for the maple? What did you pay for the maple?
Yeah, I told him $370. Y'all see this sumbitch and sausage right here? Just blowed up like a balloon. Oh, there it went back down. God, that was scary. I thought it was gonna pop. Pop. I was gonna stab it.
Ooh, it's screaming.
Yeah. $370 for the maple, and then $165 for the bar.
Where's my good vanilla for this kind?
Yep. But that was it, and it doesn't seem like much. It seems like once again.
What?
It does. Once again, it doesn't seem like it's very much, like that we got very much. Silver.
Well, you did.
Or silver or gold. It's that stacker mentality, right?
Shoot, I get happy when I get anything.
Yeah, that bar that I showed. Paper oven sheets in the air fryer to keep it off the Teflon.
Okay. Thank you for letting me know.
It's the stacker mentality. You have a 1/10 ounce gold coin in your hand, or 10-ounce bar, because they're running about the same. They're not too far off in price. So when you have these, how much, the weight difference. When you've got it in your hand, you're like, God, I got so much more with this 10-ounce bar. And then you got the 1/10 gold coin. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If that makes sense. I think these are probably done. But that's just the stacker's mindset,
Ammo's oven? Oh, I'm gonna look into that.
It looks like you got more with the 10 ounces. In reality, the 1/10 ounce gold is just as much,
I guess I'll never find that shell. Somebody will though.
Beat it up, it'll go away. Hey, guess what? Chicken, eggshells are like supposed to be high in calcium and whatnot.
Yeah, but nobody wants to crunch one in their food.
I know, isn't that awful? Richard, good morning.
How are you?
Isn't that awful? Like, it's just an awful feeling when you bite into an eggshell. Mm-hmm. But really, it's good for you.
It's just the texture is gross.
So we should all be eating eggshells because they're high in calcium. They have a lot of nutrients in them. Right?
Mm-hmm. Good morning, Emerald.
These sausages are popping. God, I've made a mess of the stove.
Did you see what Emerald put?
What do you say? I guess I don't see it. Oh. Where? Oh, right there.
She created a challenge.
I should, huh? I should.
Yeah, silver is highly undervalued for sure.
It is. But who's gonna, it definitely is.
Yeah, Transit, I was just saying, like, some of the vintage stuff was way better than what we have now. They used to have some pretty technologically advanced stuff back in the day, and it was crazy. Like if you just did, go down that rabbit hole. Like how they talk about Tartaria and like the Tartarian civilization and all that.
I want Spokane to see this. As soon as I saw it, I was like, you know what? I gotta have that. But I do believe that. Yeah, that's just a cool little bar. 4.75 OZs. And it was started in the 80s, I believe. That
Humble ours too.
okay. Oh man.
Oh, Transit, you're lucky. You're blessed.
What?
I'm trying to be that kind of mom. I stopped buying cookies and sweet, sugary candy, stuff like that, and replaced it with fruit. All my kids get now is fruit for snacks.
You think these wieners are done?
Fruit, or they can have granola, or they can have...
Granola's bad. It's coming out that granola's bad.
They can have... Well, my mom makes her own.
Yeah.
They can have... Sometimes I'll let them have hot fries, though. That's the only thing.
That's what, and if I'm reading that right on the Engelhard, all Engelhard is less than 100.
Yeah.
It's so fun. Like, so going to the
stove is pretty filthy.
Yeah, I know the stove is awesome.
Humble says to keep that bar.
Oh yeah.
Oh, poor you, Transit. I'm sorry. That's not cool though when you have to watch like all your friends eating good stuff and you can't.
I told him next time he's coming through, we could go eat.
Yeah, we'll go somewhere nice next time we come through and have time. All Engelhard is great, but their numbers are off, in my opinion, says Emerald.
That could be. I mean, I don't know. That's just a quick reference. That's the way I've looked at it. Just a little reference deal.
Yeah.
I tell you, there's this whole thing with still about these goldbacks going on, and it's just like I don't want to talk bad about them because if people like them, they like them. I like the artwork on them for sure, but there's so much that's being said about them, that I don't agree with.
That's a good question, Bean Becky.
What's that?
She asked Transit, did the healthy eating stick, or do you have your Happy Meals now? Because I would like to know, does healthy eating stick with you if you do it, start it when you're young?
Yes. If you make healthy eating a habit,
well, I mean,
it'll
of course,
carry on
but I'm
into
saying,
your adulthood or your adult years.
Yeah.
Yeah, it will. Oh, I think, wow, her stove's falling apart.
When I moved out, I ate fast food every day. Transit. You're funny.
What else am I making here? What are we making?
Pancakes.
Blueberry pancakes, right?
Mm-hmm.
You better call your mama and tell her that it's almost ready.
He saves the bacon grease. We save it and we put it in the fridge, and he likes to use it to cook with. I use it sometimes, but
You know what I want to start? Look at all that.
I heard using any kind of seed oils, you're basically using chemicals.
You're asking for troubles.
Bunch of chemicals.
You know, seed oils were invented to lubricate farm machinery.
You know what, LBS, I do love a good Mexican breakfast with some tortillas, some beans, some salsa.
That would be a cool thumbnail.
Mexican breakfasts are the best.
So what was I saying?
Right? I know. With the amount of food, he says, I think West Texas thinks he's working in a buffet here in Vegas. Exactly.
We need to go to Vegas.
Yeah, we do.
We need to go to Vegas. We need to go do something.
Yep. That'd be nice. That would be nice.
Our luck, we would be like the goddamn Griswolds. Could you imagine Riley walking up and down the street? Hey, Mister, what was his name? Papa Giorgio. Oh God. Whatever happened to? I mean, I don't know. There's too much temptation for me, though. You know. Because everybody, I love to gamble. I love to gamble, man. That's one of the, like, and that's one of the things that I try not to do anymore.
Okay, what is cracked wheat toast? I have to know. And he says, big hugs waiting for you here. That's so sweet. Oh, the Luxor. Oh, wow. Yeah. I stayed at Excalibur. And I can't remember the other one we stayed at. The Excalibur was nice. It was pretty new when we stayed there. I liked it.
Well, I stayed at the Hojo, and it wasn't very fun.
What's the Hojo?
You never heard of the Hojos? Mm-hmm. I don't even know if they have them in Vegas. Howard Johnson's?
Oh.
Hojos. They usually where all the bad stuff was going down. Now what am I going to cook?
Yeah, it did. See, I was like 9 years old when we stayed there, and it was like newer. Brulee.
Creme brulee? I don't know how to make creme brulee.
He says blackjack has the best odds.
I love blackjack. And I know how to play blackjack.
He does. He won. He was winning one day when we were in a Indian casino.
We were at a casino of my ancestors, and we had blew through what, like maybe $300.
Mm-hmm. We weren't even like
we're
not high rollers by any means.
No. Anyhow, we were down to our last 20. Like, she had a 20 and I had a 20, and she's like, what are you going to do? I said, I'm going to go play blackjack. And we walked to the blackjack table, and she says, how much is it? I said, it's $5 a hand. She's like, oh, forget this. I'm going to go put it in this machine over here. Not even 10 minutes later, you walk back, and I have like $200 stacked up in chips. Mm-hmm. And even then, I get carried away because I don't know how to count cards by any means, but I have a basic understanding. Mm-hmm. And like, I was even calling out the dealer's hand, and he gave me this look like, dude, shut the F up.
You can count cards?
No, not really, but I mean, I have I'm like no mathematician.
Okay, what's Baccarat?
Baccarat? I don't know how to play that.
Is that like a card game? Creme brulee, yum. I love creme brulee. Yeah, we don't have one of those torches, so I can't make it at home. I buy it at our local market. They make a really good one. They put little pieces of fruit on it. It looks so pretty. You like to black, but now you changed to red. Have you had any luck on red? I don't think I have any oil, so I'm gonna have to use butter.
So, and I was, like I was saying earlier, I was thinking to myself, God, you know, we just didn't get that much this week. We didn't get that much this week. You know, I totally forgot that Mrs. had got 5 eagles the other day in the mail. Yeah, that was kind of wild, but. And LBS, I like those 5-deck shoes more than I do. I mean, it's not. To me, it kind of ups your odds a little bit. I think. I know it's not supposed to, but I think it does. Well, I don't know what else to cook now. Huh. Sounds like it. Mine's bad luck. Oh boy, I don't know what to make now. We have these local, like, they call them game rooms here, and maybe some chickens, humble. Maybe I'll cook some chicken eggs. But we have these game rooms here. They're supposed to be illegal, right? It's supposed to be illegal to gamble here in Texas. And apparently it's not. Like, they have to pay taxes per machine and all that, but they I don't know. And sometimes you used to be able to win a lot, but now it's not even worth going. So, you know.
All right.
You know, are you gonna make these pancakes now?
I don't
Pancakeys?
know why she's crying. She's already had breakfast.
Because your cat is fat, and she always wants food.
You're probably right. Okay, let's put some blueberries in these babies.
You want me to turn it? You want to use this pan?
Sure,
You want the big flipper?
sure.
Where is it?
Right here.
Huh?
Ooh, these are still pretty frozen.
Well, put them in the good old microwave. What do you got going on with this cup of coffee over here that you took 2 sips out of? Oh.
I'll warm it back.
Hey, that's the big flipper. I like that.
It's our
spatula.
big old spatula.
What's the deal with the other side of it? Did you melt it?
Yes, last time I melted it, y'all. I know that's not good to be cooking with, but
Did you turn this off or something?
hit the enter button.
I need to learn how to edit.
Herman's is my LCS has 31-ounce platinum bars and holder. Year of the pig. Never seen them before. Thought about grabbing them. What up, T-Bird? How you doing, buddy? You see?
No, it's catching up. I think I'll just refresh it.
Yeah, just refresh it.
It's not connecting to that one. This not connecting to this one. This is connect to the internet.
Yeah, or I gotta call AT&T. It's been really bad lately.
Yeah, well, I better call them. Or could it be that we have a million things hooked up to it?
No, because we'd have been having trouble. Hi, good morning, John. For the longest time. Can I just put these in frozen?
I don't see why not. Oh, that pan. I turned it on. Did I turn it on?
Yes, you did.
Holy crap.
Turn it off because I don't want it that high.
What the hell was I thinking? Cheese whiz. Look, I told you your fat cat wanted more food. Look at it.
Ooh, she's like, what did you say about me? Say, I got your fat buddy.
Hey, John, how you doing, man? What was I saying? What was I talking about? Buttered sausage. What's it do? Where does it come from? Buttered sausage.
What's buttered sausage?
Oh, Gary Busey.
What the F are you talking about?
Gary Busey, buttered sausage. You never heard buttered sausage? Gary Busey's awesome. Anybody in the
Me
chat?
and you have a completely different definition of awesome, my friend.
Anybody, if anybody in the chat likes Gary Busey, put a 1. Put a 1 in the chat if you like Gary Busey.
Wasn't he kind of nuts?
Yeah. He got into a motorcycle wreck that kind of changed him forever.
What?
He got into a motorcycle wreck that kind of changed him forever.
Oh, T-Bird, thank you. You're so sweet. Thank you. I might have put too much butter here.
Ooh, that looks thick. Use the big Bisquick. 19 likes, man. That's good stuff.
Mama, I took this from my mom's yesterday.
Why?
Or I put your food on it.
I know. Why not paper plates?
Because I didn't want the you know how the plates don't hold up sometimes with heavy food?
Yeah.
Had a big old baked potato on there and stuff, so.
Oh, that candy, that potato.
Yeah.
Singing. Bye bye, Miss American Pie. Hey,
Never too much butter,
have
right?
you ever noticed how the butter changes black?
Yeah. But this is supposed to be like real butter.
It is real butter. So what do you think? What should be? I'm thinking that I should work on a quarter ounce gold next. Like, what do you think?
I think I need to get some more gold.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Ooh, that stuff in the pan looks black on camera.
It's not black, it's brown. It's butter. It's just butter burning.
Turn the heat down. 1 ounce transit, you think I should go for 1 ounce? God, that's a lot. That's a lot now. So, last year when gold hit like 2,200, people were freaking out, right? They were just like freaking out, like, oh my God, don't ever buy gold. It's too high. It's too expensive. And it's not going to be good. And look at it now, right? Like, for those that stopped buying back then, if they had enough, then, but I mean, I'm still buying. I'm still going to buy fractional, Like maybe Miss West Texas might get a 2 gram bar, a little 2 grammer, right? What do you think?
Sure.
2 grams is good. Bacon grease would look a whole lot better than that butter, I guess.
You want me to use bacon grease?
And that's like my point with fractional goldbacks and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, transit, that's the truth right there. So, that's like the whole argument for these goldbacks. Oh, it's another way to have fractional gold. Well, you want fractional gold, buy half grams, little half gram. You got 2 little half gram coins. You know that?
Yeah. Sorry, I was looking at that.
Yeah, 210. I mean, you know, and it. I guess it just depends on how much you had, you know, at the time that it, you know, when it's moving up. But there was, I just know that there was a lot of people giving other people a bunch of junk over, you know, them still buying gold, and it's like, well, why not? It's only going to keep going up. Yeah, transit. For giggles, I looked up the peso the
Should I just
the other
use
day,
olive oil?
and it's yes, you should probably use the olive oil. It's making your pancakes black.
I've never seen butter. I don't know why. I guess it burns.
Is it salted?
Yeah.
That's probably why.
Well, what if I use unsalted?
Just use olive oil.
Yeah, but butter would taste better.
Bacon would taste better.
Well, give me bacon grease.
It's
Where
in
is
the
it?
pan. The big black metal pan that I just got done using
Yeah.
right over there.
Mm-hmm.
That's where it's at. Yeah, T-Bird, exactly. 100% truth right there. And I mean, you can
Oh,
get,
this ain't any better.
you can get 1/20th,
It's all dirty.
you can get 1/20th ounce, 1/20th of an ounce gold, you know? I mean, there's so many alternatives to buying fractional. And yeah, I guess goldbacks, you could count them as fractional gold, but you know, I just like their marketing style, the way people are pushing them. You know, if you want to get into the gold game, then buy these, or it's going to be an underground currency. And I just don't see it like that. I think they're cool. I'll probably buy more when they come out with the Texas series. Of course, we'll get some. You know.
Okay, now I'm gonna attempt to make them with some bacon grease.
I don't. Alright. Chat disconnected. What is going on?
Oh my gosh, Herman, no, did you hear about the shooting at the...
Yes, I did. The Lady of Guadalupe.
Yeah, I didn't hear about it.
Yeah.
I'm glad your son's okay, Herman. Thank God. That's scary. Did anybody get hurt?
That's wild.
You know, they had something like that happen here too, just not too long ago. Remember? They were chasing a guy with a gun, and remember there was a big old thing on it?
That was at the bar in Midland.
Oh, I said, sorry. No.
Hey, easy on that pan.
I know, I'm trying not
Just
to.
bought it. It's crazy here. People, for a small, I mean, compared to other towns and cities, you know, Odessa's small. To me, it's huge. To me, Odessa's big. But it's wild, man. There's so much crazy stuff that goes on here. Last night, right as I was getting done with pizza delivering, 42nd, there was cars lined up 3 wide. And just at the light.
You can just read it.
Uh,
Oh, is it on there now?
yeah.
Oh.
They're just lined up 3 wide and revving their engines. 2 Camaros, or a Mustang, a Corvette, and a Camaro. And they're just sitting there running that light turned colors, and they took off. Racing right in the middle of town, right when there's a bunch
Well,
of
there's
traffic.
families driving in cars next to
bunch
them.
of traffic.
You know how many
And
times
no-
we've almost been hit?
no-
I've told you, I've called you, all shook up from
No.
people racing.
No cops in sight.
Of course not.
And even if there is, they won't do nothing.
But I guarantee you there will be one if you're going 5 to 6 miles over the speed
Yeah, if
limit.
you're going 5 to 6 miles over the speed limit, then yeah, they're right there. Hey, JK, good morning.
Good morning, JK.
Yeah, Herman, Midland's getting just as bad.
Midland's always been pretty,
just as bad.
pretty.
Yeah,
They've had a lot more crime than we have in recent years.
it's
But I like Midland better. Midland's a lot nicer.
who says?
I think so.
Midland, Odessa, it's the same. It looks the same.
No, it
smells
don't.
the
Midland's
same.
nicer.
What's nicer than Midland?
They have better stores, better
Well, they got the
restaurants.
same stores we got.
They have better restaurants.
They got the same restaurants.
They have a
we
better
got.
mall.
Our mall has a roller skating rink.
They have a better mall.
How's that better? Ours has a roller skating rink.
Ours is Little Havana, sweetheart. That's what our mall's turned into.
Hey, Humble, have a hey, bud.
Bye, Hubble. Thanks
Thanks for stopping in.
for visiting with us this morning. Hope you have a good day. Stay safe.
Keep stacking. Take care, man.
Keep stacking.
So, why? I mean, ever since I moved to Odessa, everybody's always said that Midland's better. Midland's better. What the heck's so much better about it?
Herman, are y'all still getting a zoo over there? Because I heard they were building a zoo. And then that was like 2 years ago.
No, they're still doing it.
See, they're going to get a zoo. That already makes them better than us. Right there.
It's already a circus at both places. See, Transcendent Greens, looks the same to him. Right?
Transit, quit agreeing with him. I can't wait for that, what's it called? That, zoo to open. Take the kids.
And you know what? If they open a zoo, it'll be there. You open a zoo here in this area, it's going to be badass for the first 6 months, and next thing you know, the animals are going to be all cracked out. They're gonna,
Like the one in
they're
Amarillo.
like the one in Amarillo.
The zoo in Amarillo
Oh,
was so sad.
it was
Like
sad.
it was so sad. The animals looked sad. Dallas Forty Worth. Zoo and Costco. Yep, there you go.
T-Bird woke up to some snow this morning. That is cool.
Really? Where's T-Bird at?
Must be up north somewhere.
You in Canada, T-Bird?
No, he's not that far north.
Oh.
Gosh, I can't remember. I got a blank space in my head. Hell, I thought he was from Florida.
Oh, you did?
No.
Well, he's definitely not from Florida if it snowed.
We've had some wild thunderstorms so far, but
Oh,
luckily they've went around us. Yeah, he's from upstate New York.
Oh, yeah.
My
I always wanted to go up that way and see that, like, the leaves turn.
My daddy was from New York. You know that?
Yeah, you told me.
He was up there in the Albany area.
Is that where he grew up?
Yeah. Kansas and Georgia. It's cloudy. It's cloudy here. Well, the sun's starting to come out.
It's a little cloudy. We've had some really nice, cool weather lately.
Yeah.
It's been cloudy and cool here. It's been really nice because at a certain point, like in May, that weather just turns off and then it's just straight hot
Straight
heat
100-degree
every
days
day.
every day.
JK, that's a long time
Yeah,
ago.
it is
The
a
last
long
one
time.
we went to was in Amarillo, but the San Antonio one was really nice. I liked that one. The animals are they're healthy, well taken care of. You know, their
Well-
pens were clean. They're,
Yeah.
at that Amarillo Zoo, they were dirty. The animals looked sad and depressed.
Yes. I was just looking at the buffaloes thinking, I bet you one of those would taste good.
I think I just splattered myself with bacon grease. Great. Love this shirt too.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so here's a story here, kind of local news for y'all. And I know, if you're not from here, you shouldn't really give a shit about the local news in the Permian Basin, but so
Herman probably does.
They're trying to pass this, how much was it? $450 million bond for the Midland College. So
Me
they're-
too, Richard.
So they want to raise the people's taxes to pay for this bond for Midland College. So this group of people, they went and set out their vote no on the bond for Midland College. And the code enforcement officer went down and pulled all their vote no signs on it, right? Pulled them all, said they were against city code and all that. Well, it turns out that having the signs there was okay. It wasn't against the code. So the people that had these signs out got together and they said, hey, listen to the council, the city council people, said, hey, listen, we want our freaking signs back and we want them put out where they were. The city council says, okay, we're sorry, you can have your signs back. They take all the vote yes on this bond signs and stick them where the vote no signs were. So like it didn't do, it was crazy. That you shouldn't be able to do that. You can't do that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm, right.
Like you can't, just because you don't agree with somebody's political signs in their yard, you can't go take them out and put your own signs.
No, absolutely not.
Okay,
It's
but
unethical.
so this is what the city was doing. The city council
Yeah, I
people were
understood
doing.
that.
Yeah,
from
that's
watching
wild,
that.
right?
It is wild.
That is
I mean, it
wild.
doesn't surprise me. Does corrupt government surprise you at all?
City government, not even. Yeah, it's everywhere like that.
That's why they tell people get involved in your local city and local stuff. That's where it
Yeah,
starts.
that's where it
You're
starts.
starting from the bottom and you move up to the top, to the very top, and they're working on the very top right now.
So I mean that just like that blows my mind how they would think that would be legal. Like they should be calling for people's resignations over this, you know?
What do y'all think of my pancakes? I think they look good.
I think they look good.
I think I can make one more. I can scrap one more out of it.
Yeah, I don't really want pancakes.
I know. I need to call them and see if they're still coming.
My phone crooked.
No, that's how it's been.
Oh. And what else is going on? What else is going on in the news, local news here? That's about it. A bunch of wild. It's the wild west around here. It's crazy.
It is. It's survival of the fittest here, literally.
And it's who can hustle the most, you know? That's all it is. Who has the biggest hustle in town?
There's a lot of hustlers here.
Oh yeah. Oh, we got Kelly Grimsley's the car dealership you used to work at.
Mm-hmm. Did you hear about
pretty
that,
wild.
Herman?
That's
That
pretty
Kelly
wild.
Grimsley's might be going under?
Oh, there's no might. They are. That dude's probably looking at charges. At a local car dealership.
He didn't even, I heard I don't know, never mind. I don't know.
You heard what?
I had heard that he didn't even know what was going on. It was the people running his store.
I doubt that.
But see, Rudy said that, and Rudy likes him a lot because we both worked for him. So Rudy worked for him for years.
So anyhow, they were taking these trade-ins, and they weren't paying them off. So
And they were just selling them to another person.
I don't know if they were just selling them to another person or if they were just hanging on to them. People were taking their trade-ins. They weren't paying them off. They weren't getting the license plates to them. They weren't getting the.
I'll tell you a story. When before I worked there, there was some man that bought a vehicle from them, and there was like some kind of high speed chase, and then he was sitting in the truck, and he unalived himself, and they gave the truck back to Kelly Grimsley with brain matter and blood.
Oh, that's disgusting.
And that they were telling me how it stunk, and they were trying to clean it, and they couldn't get it. No matter what they did, they couldn't get the smell out.
You know what?
And they ended up having to just get rid of it.
Total the truck. That happened to a friend of mine in Houston. No.
Oh.
Somebody went to steal his truck, and he had a cutting torch. In his truck. The cutting torch head was in his truck in the cab, and a guy tried stealing his truck there at a gas station, and Popo showed up, and this dude grabs that cutting torch, and you know, it's about yay long, right, the head, and he starts pointing it at the cops like it's a weapon. And they went ahead and took care of him.
And he was inside the truck?
And he was inside the truck. And, yeah.
They gave your friend his truck back?
My buddy said that they just totaled it. They completely totaled it. Yeah. Oh, my. Anyways, this...
Sorry, not to be talking about gruesome stuff.
This Kelly Grimsley's automotive dealership is like $14.5 million in the hole that they owe banks for these loans, and that's crazy. I don't see any company ever coming back like that. But I mean, why would you want to start doing shady business after?
Well, he lost the contract with Honda, and that's why he lost his Honda store.
Ken Ace.
We got company, y'all.
Ken Ace. Hi, everybody. Good.
Good morning. Good morning.
Well, everybody, company's here, so we're gonna get everybody fed, and we'll chat at y'all later.
Yep. Thanks for coming on with
Thanks
us.
for
Y'all
coming
have a
in
good day. John, T-Bird, Transit,
It'll be the whole crew.
Richard, LBS, JK, all of y'all. Thank y'all for coming in and hanging out with us this morning. I hope y'all have a good day. God bless.
Yeah, we'll talk to y'all later. Have a wonderful rest of your Sunday. Time to eat.